there's still amazing music being created always.
Yep.
I don't ever, and I know you wasn't saying this, but I don't ever buy into the idea that nobody's doing XYZ this age.
Right.
There is. There's always.
Hell yeah.
Now, it may not be getting the push. It may not be getting the same streams as other shit.
Right.
But there's always people innovating. There's always people doing different shit.
Yep.
I feel like that always comes from that type of group. So when you look at the greats in hip hop now, currently, and you look at the greats of the past, they always had a group of people, whether it be a producer and an artist, or whether it be an engineer, producer, artist.
Yeah,
a lot of times
that was the formula.
And I think that still is the formula. I think that's always going to be a formula.
Gotcha.
That's going to be a formula for innovation, because you have three. Let's take the example of us, like me, you, and Ibby. Let's take the example of a great producer, a great rapper, a great artist, singer sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And vocals.
And a great engineer. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. I do all right.
Nice. The greatest.
It's like you have three different skill sets all working together to try to make the music as great as it can be.
Right.
So Ibby comes in here with a beat that might be, let's say, you know, the arrangement is not, it's a little basic, but it's a dope beat.
Yep.
I'm gonna be the one to say, well, what you did is amazing, but what if we drop it here? Because I'm trying to add my little creativity to it.
100%.
And then I'm saying, yo, Chris, spit it this way.
Yep.
Like, so I take what y'all already created and try to help mold it.
Yeah.
And add my little thing to it. And those, to me, those three positions, and having the openness of each of the three of us being open to, like, if I suggest something, it'd be like, nah, I don't really fuck with that because this X, Y, Z. Or you suggest something and we're like, oh yeah, but what if we do it this way?
100%. Yep.
Like, the openness to suggest, but not to give your opinion without fear of being like, nah, that's whack. You have to have that openness, and I feel like if you have somebody who's getting stuck in a rut, it's because they don't have one of those elements. So they don't have a person in their corner that can really, like, tell them some shit that they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Or they're not being open enough. Like, that to me is always going to be a formula for repetitive. Like, even if it's successful, it's repetitive.
For sure.
I mean, I feel like we just, in the past year and a half, 2 years, we just witnessed one of the biggest failures of an artist not innovating and how it ended up becoming his downfall.
Right.
And you know who I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
When I say that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying, and not even to name names, but it's like Drake used to be an innovator.
Yeah.
And he was very innovative.
Yes.
And he let all the people around him help him make incredible
music.
Incredible music.
Absolutely.
Game-changing music.
For sure.
But there, somewhere along the way, that innovation stopped.
Right.
And it allowed him to be susceptible to what happened.
Right.
You know what I mean, who knows? He might come back with some crazy shit that everybody
They say
loves.
Iceman is available, but yeah.
The timing of that title.
Right.
The timing of that title for me.
Right.
But I don't, not even to focus on that really, but like, I feel like artists continuing to innovate is essential for them to be long-lived, for them to reinvent themselves, and for them to reach whatever the highest level of what they're going to get to. And you only are able to innovate by having a core of people that you trust, and that are bringing creativity, that are bringing their best, and having different types of like styles, different types of approaches in one unit, if that makes sense.
No, it makes all the sense.
Why do you think that dynamic isn't as prominent now? Like artists that have a team that has a taste level, a talent.
I mean, to be honest, I think one of the biggest thing that takes away from that is the fallacy of doing shit fast. Like, artists are sold a fallacy and that you need to do it fast and you need to put out more music, and that's a fake thing to me. That's not real. And I can give you a million examples of when that is not real.
Okay.
And all of them are the biggest artists that we talk about.
Okay.
Like, the biggest artists that we talk about every day that are the top of the game don't put out 2 albums a year.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
Now, there are certain great examples of artists that are very prolific. I had to learn the real definition to that. Putting out a lot of music.
Right.
So Larry June is a perfect example of a prolific artist. He puts out a lot of music, and that has been his way to to create an amazing lane for himself. So I don't want to take away from artists like that at all, because I love Larry June, I love his music.
Right.
But when you talk about the top artists, you talk about the Kendricks, you talk about even Cole, like you talk about even Drake, let's say Drake in there, they're not dropping music all the time.
Right.
And especially
Right.
Drake wasn't.
Right.
You know, but Kendrick comes out with an album every, 3 years?
For sure.
Nobody's rushing Kendrick. Nobody's rushing Taylor Swift.
Right.
Nobody's rushing fucking
Right.
whoever the biggest artist. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's rushing these people.
That's true.
And they take their time because they understand, fundamentally they understand. They could rush if they wanted to.
Right.
They fundamentally understand that rushing shit does not make it more successful.
Right.
And I feel
Right.
like young artists are taught this fallacy of more music, faster, get it out, and I'm gonna get to what you asked and what you asked. And that means they're not taking time to craft records in the way that they will break through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Very
not,
true.
I say that as a generalization because there are a lot of artists doing that.
Right.
And it's hard. It takes more money, it takes more time, it's harder to endure. If you're an artist and you're trying to come out with your first project and you're working on it for 2-3 years, that's a mental,
You got to be mentally strong for that.
it's not easy.